This is one of the coolest things we've ever seen, and I had no idea this existed in Eastern Oregon. We've spent the last few days exploring this part of the country that's generally forgotten because it is so incredibly remote. And it's kind of been a wild ride with a fair amount of surprises and challenges. We're Jacob and Alyssa. A year ago, we bought an EarthRoamer to trade ordinary life for an endless adventure, and we're taking you along to prove that life is too short to stay parked in one driveway. We just got to Hart Mountain.
We found camp for the night, and it was such a fun road up here. And then over the next couple days, we can explore this area and check out some hot springs.
We're like 5 minutes into this trip. We just got in, and Porter had an accident, so we're cleaning up. I'm washing something in the sink, and the sink just fell out. Only half of it, though. I caught it. It's like it just came on.
They're glued and the glue is separated.
So
we have no sink for the time being. We have to figure out how to fix it. The problem is we're not going to be anywhere we could do it for a while. Maybe we will be able to do it if we could get to Boise, but that's like 2 weeks away.
Oh my god, we can't just maybe not have a sink. Like that's like this is cooking and.
Or we just drive there tonight, but that's
to Boise.
It's like 5 hours.
So I'm holding it up on this side. Only one side has fallen.
Yeah, this is a known problem for these.
A known problem?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, the glue just fails. See, one of the other owners made custom mounts for it, which we could do, but we're not near tools now. So we'll need to figure out what the next plan is.
Okay, I think we're at the crazy brainstorm phase right now.
Yeah.
Brainstorm. We get something to prop it up from the trash can to hold it up, and so it's usable for some amount of time. We have super glue.
Super glue won't hold. Probably the right way to fix this is to make clamps.
I don't know what make clamps means.
See how this is wood? We have to make some sort of bracket that holds it in place. We need to go to a town, and the only town's going to be Ontario at this point.
So, immediate problem number one, how do we keep this sink up?
We need to build this up.
Immediate problem number two is where are we going to go? Where is the closest town?
Let's solve the first thing, which is get it up so it doesn't snap and completely fall.
Okay, ideas.
I think the yoga pads on the trash can, maybe. Will they fit? No, they're
too long. Sticks?
No, sticks won't work. You have to build up like half a foot. My other thought is maybe we take the trash can, don't use this, flip it upside down, put back in, and stack our clothes bags on top.
Will it fit?
No.
It will not.
No.
Nope, too tall. Okay.
We're gonna have to build up the trash can then with the boxes. Let's put one in, will be enough. All right, close that. Let me get more bags.
I can't believe this is happening. I think this has been our worst trail situation we've ever had.
Yeah.
Like everything else has been minor and fixable, but this, I think that's gonna work, but.
All right, so we're not gonna put anything in the sink, only water. So no dishes in the sink, nothing.
Okay, problem number two, we need to get to a town with like some sort of hardware store situation.
So let's figure that out. I think unfortunately we're in the farthest part away from a town possible right now.
Of course we choose like the remote Eastern Oregon adventure for this to happen now.
So we are in the furthest, most remote part of Oregon, where getting to Eastern Oregon, like Ontario, Nampa, Boise area is actually almost the same. It's just a slightly bit further than getting back to Central Oregon. So Central Oregon would be the best option for us.
Given that tonight has turned into an absolute disaster, I think that we will maybe check out the hot springs first thing in the morning, because I still want to see them. Like, we're here.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's worth it. And then we will leave.
Yeah. Good morning.
Trying to get a hot springs dip in before we leave this morning. And the cool thing out here is that they are just completely natural. They're more just like holes in the ground that you can get into. It feels like a hot tub.
All right, we found a hot springs that no one is at, so we are going to take a dip, and there's steam coming off, so it should be hopefully really warm.
Hot.
Yeah. Oh, that feels so good.
It feels so good. It's like hot tub.
You sitting on a rock or are you sitting
I'm sitting in the mud.
desert?
I'd like to sit on a rock maybe.
Yeah, me too.
It's pretty shallow. It's only like 1.5 feet. And they're completely free. You just drive up here and you can get in them.
It's pretty magical. So I did a bunch of researching last night, and it looks like there's a Ace Hardware, an hour and a half from where we are currently. That's the closest option. So I have no idea if they have what we need, but we're going to go try to find something there and see if we can come up with a solution to fix the sink. If we can't figure it out there, then we'll have to make the hard decision of driving back to Central Oregon or driving out to Idaho.
We found a herd of antelope, because this is the National Antelope Refuge, which I actually think are pronghorn, because I think it's interchangeable, but I think pronghorn is like the true North American species. But they're just out here in the field grazing.
Yeah, this is the right one. I think we need something in addition to clips. So I'm just going to go down every aisle and see if they have anything that might work. And I'm probably gonna just have to MacGyver something up. So we'll see. All right, so I got a few things, some L brackets, some glue, some different bolts, and we're gonna try to drop the whole sink and then see if we can find a way to make something that holds the sink up better and then add some glue to it as well. So we'll see if it works. To get from Lakeview back onto our route, we have to cut across northern Nevada because there aren't any roads that get us kind of at a diagonal across to where we're trying to go to pick back up onto the route into the Alvord Desert. So we're on the road currently cutting across Nevada, and then we're gonna jump back up north. We're really trying to make it time for our next stop, which closes like a couple hours, and it's something we've been looking forward to all day, so we're booking it, trying to make it.
We have been gunning to fuel station all day. We've heard they've had incredible milkshakes, and the milkshake station is closed. So, alas, we did not get our special treat that I've been really excited about all afternoon. Oh well.
Well, we finally, big hole. We finally found the right road to get out to where we're trying to go next, which is this extremely hot pool. And it's not actually that bad. I thought this was gonna be a lot more rocky and washed out, and it's actually pretty decent. There's a few undulations, but overall not bad. But this is very pretty out here. We have the Steens Mountains on our left, and it feels very 395 North Sierra Mountain vibe, especially with a little bit of snow on the Steens.
Well, I think that we are in the right place. Look, it says Borax Lake water is unsafe for human consumption. Arsenic levels are 25 times the critical limit for drinking water. I also don't know how to open this kind of gate.
To open this gate, the easiest way is just get the bomb in first. You're gonna put pressure against the bottom, and then you'll lift up on the top, and then the bomb pops out. And then same thing to put back. You can just get it in there, put pressure.
Is it my turn to practice then?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, do this thing.
Just pull it over to the side, yeah. There you go. Then we drive through, and then we'll put it back.
Okay, I'm just gonna stand here while you drive, I think.
Yeah.
This is not my preferred type of gate.
Would you like help?
No.
It might help if you're on this side of the gate too, so you could get through after you close it.
That's a great point. I'm really worried about splinters as well.
Don't worry about that pole. It's easier just to angle it and get the bottom in first.
Okay.
There you go. Nice.
Ah!
There you go. Good job, honey.
That was hard. I think I'm coming away unscathed.
Cool.
It has a padlock on it.
It says it's literally right up here. So my guess is they don't want you driving because the ground's unsteady, and they just want you walking by. All right, we're venturing out on foot and gonna try to find the hot springs.
R.I.P. clean shoes.
Is that it?
I mean, it's a lake in the middle of nowhere, so I'm assuming so. I don't see a hot spring.
The whole thing could be a hot spring.
No, I think the lake is different than the hot spring. Because the hot spring is supposed to be really, really hot. I'm assuming we would see steam. I see why they have a warning sign because I would be tempted to like stand in it. Do you hear that?
Yeah, it's popping.
Yeah. Weird.
This might be hot.
This lake is potentially 180 degrees, but we're not going to stick our hand in to find out if that's accurate.
Because it also has arsenic.
Arsenic. I wish I could like dip something in there to find out, but I don't think.
Piece of grass?
What's that going to do? Melt it?
Yeah, that's true.
Like.
Probably not hot enough.
I'm thinking this is it. I'm thinking Borax Lake and Hot Spring, one the same. It's this body of water. It's got to be. I mean, I don't see anything else around. Definitely feels like it would be it.
How about this? What if I put my hands over it and see if I can feel heat? Oh, it's hot. It's hot. You try. Just don't touch it.
Oh yeah. Yes.
Don't
This is
think?
definitely it. So this is the lake and the hot spring in one, which is honestly a huge hot spring. Not at all what I thought. I thought we were gonna get this little tiny pool with some bubbles. This is really cool. A lot of geothermal stuff going on in this part of Oregon for sure. Well, let's head back to the Roamer and check out the next place.
Well, I would say we found the Alvord Desert.
Does look like it.
It is just a mass of nothingness. It looks like it would have someday been a lake, like a long time ago.
Yeah, I
It
agree.
just has that feeling like it would have been a massive lake that dried up.
Yeah, that's kind of what it looks like, huh? It's interesting.
Crazy.
Yeah, see some different tire tracks out there. Okay, so we're at the Alvord Hot Springs. Looks like there's one hot springs you could sit out with a bench over there. It's $60 a night, 60, to just camp out here. So, I'm rethinking that as very expensive since we just had a wonderful hot springs by ourselves for free last night. Also, the playa is wet in spots and you could definitely get stuck if you don't know which spots are wet. So he wasn't exactly saying it's a good idea to drive out right now since it's still early season. He said you could, but if you get stuck, you're in trouble. So I think we should find someplace free.
I agree.
Okay.
It's crazy.
So let's find somewhere else to go.
Well, since we just parked anyway, it seems like a good time to tackle this sink repair.
All right, so we're gonna pull out our makeshift sink holder. All right, we're gonna have to pop that side down.
I can probably just push.
Yeah, push. Oh, there it comes. Sink down. Current state, sink is down. We can clean the edges off with the glue, and then we're gonna mount the new pieces here along the edges.
First time making permanent holes in the EarthRoamer.
Yeah, we're getting the first two brackets in, and then we're gonna test fit the sink and make sure this thought process works. We'll find out in a moment. Fingers crossed. These are the new brackets. There's one on each side. So this is a known problem in certain EarthRoamer models, especially the LTS models before anyone knew this glue failed. I mean, our vehicle is 10 years old, almost. It's 9 years old, and other EarthRoamers have had this problem. I knew about it. We've been so busy with all the travels, I haven't wanted to deal with it. So this isn't surprising that this failed. Like, glue goes bad. Every car it happens. No exception with the EarthRoamer. They've definitely fixed this problem in the newer models. They come with sink clips, but it's something that's not surprising, and once I do it this way, it will never come down. Ah, yes. Perfect. That's good work, I think. There it is. We're gonna have to glue it in position. So basically 4 press fit clips and then glue, and it will hug it to the roof. And it's, unless the clips get unscrewed, which we could just check periodically, but they're two nuts screwed together, then we should be good. Between the glue and this, last decade. So almost there. I'm hoping I used enough glue. I mean, I don't know. Definitely didn't do as much as they did. All right, sink's back in. Cure time's like a day, 24 hours. So we're gonna leave this packed in, then it should be good to go, hopefully.
Well, given the fact that we are not staying at a pretty sad looking RV park for $60, we decided to keep going. But it is past 7 o'clock now, and so the compromise is that it's probably gonna end up being a late night. And there is one more stop that we really do want to stop and see before we even find a camp. So dinner tonight is chips and hummus.
Sometimes things go to plan, sometimes they don't. That's part of the adventure. We're more prepared for this one. This is the serious hot spring. It says it gets up to 200 degrees, which will cause burns. So the signs are serious. They say death has occurred for people and humans. Beware. Also, the ground might break. So we put on hiking boots and they are waterproof. So hopefully if anything were to happen, it would be okay. So dogs are staying. We're going to go check it out. We're going to be prepared. Let's go. Hoping we'll see some like really big steam or bubbles. I don't know. I think that could be really cool. We found the pool and there is steam, which is wonderful. Oh, there's little bubbles. Oh, I'm so happy. I don't know. I feel like a quintessential like hot spring is like bubbles and little steam and, you know, just like a brewing pool. You could feel the heat. It's like a little chilly already and you could feel the heat coming off of it. So it's probably extremely hot.
200 degrees.
Yeah, I mean, I believe it. It's wild. If this was something you could dip in, this would be really cool right here. Because the view of the mountains all around and the sunset, I would probably spend the night here. Also, if this was swimmable, there would be a line of campers down the street. So I guess it's good there's not.
Just want to touch it. But at 200 degrees, like I'm not going to. I'm smarter than that.
I don't see the ground breaking through. I mean, it's so thick unless you try to like go in the pool on the edge of the bank. I don't think we need boots, but it never hurts to be prepared. Look at that down there.
Oh, let's go find it. I'm gonna follow the steam. I don't see any water, so. Oh, wait, you hear that? It's boiling.
Oh, it's boiling.
I hear the boiling.
I see water too.
Okay, this is
See
gonna be
the water?
cool and dangerous.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Oh my god. Okay, this feels like this is the unstable ground part.
Yeah, probably.
Because look, it's the steam is coming from
The ground. It's venting.
the hole.
Oh, big deal.
Whoa! Oh, look
Oh,
at it
yeah,
bubbling up
bubbling.
there. This part makes a lot more sense of why they're like, caution, unstable ground, because where the steam is coming up, you can just see how the ground is just caved in and collapsed because of the pressure and the steam.
Yeah, to allow it to vent. I mean, yeah, I'm very happy we put on boots to come down here now.
I've never seen anything like this.
No.
This is
Really cool.
Just hearing the pressure like go through these vents.
I know, I'm kind of scared, honestly.
Yeah.
Just because, like,
So
that
hot.
it's just normal looking ground,
Yeah.
but you can hear it's like a kettle. You can hear the steam, like, boiling, like, right before that kettle, like, squeals. That's what it sounds like here. And it's just a normal piece of ground. And so I'm like, okay, here's a thick rock. I'm going to stand on that. But, like, that one's in a thick rock, so
This
I
is
don't
cool.
know. It's really cool and also a little sketchy.
That is so cool. And with the sunset, it's just epic. Very glad we came out here. If you're wondering why we're in the Alvord and not doing the Steens, see them back there, maybe, are completely covered in snow still in May, and the road doesn't usually open until sometime in June, so that is not an option currently. But that's something we'll have to save for a later trip and come back and do again.
I don't love that we don't know where we're sleeping tonight, but honestly, what I've pictured of Eastern Oregon in my head before this trip, this has been nothing like this, and I've been really pleasantly surprised.